Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
He is stopping. He's going back. He's going to run down. Ball gets away. This one's over. Oh, my freaking goodness.
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Jeff Passan has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today it's the off season, January 9th, 2026. Happy New Year, and just doing the weekly Orange Friday, get caught up on some of the moves that the Giants have done, signing big-time players, right? Making these big moves, getting ready to compete against the Dodgers in 2026. Not really, but they did sign Eric Haase. That's going to be a big difference maker. We'll talk about that move, plus some of the pitching they've been signing and some of the players they're not going to be signing that maybe were on the radar at one point, such as Max Kepler. Giants are thinking maybe another outfielder. Max Kepler was one of the guys still out there. Good player, had 3+ seasons of 30+ home runs. Guy who's going to hit at least 20. But I don't think Giants are going to be interested. Max Kepler suspended 80 games after testing positive for, here we go, epitrenbolone, a banned performance-enhancing drug. MLB announced Friday. He played the entire 2025. I remember he went to the Phillies last year, had a little bit of a down year. But under MLB's joint drug agreement, PED suspensions cover regular season and postseason games in which the player would have been eligible to play and can serve as suspension while a free agent. Should he remain not, seems weird, but if you're a free agent, I guess those games count as part of your suspension, even though you're not on a team. If he does sign, he will not be paid during the suspension. I don't know if anyone's going to sign Max Kepler. I don't know if he'll play again at this point. That's a tough one. 80 games. He hit just .216 with 18 home runs in 2025. It could be a wrap. It could be a wrap for Max. It could be a wrap for Max. And he was one of the outfielders. I was just thinking if the Giants wanted to sign someone who could potentially bring some power to the lineup and to the outfield, Max Kepler was one of the few guys who were out there who wouldn't be super expensive, who they could go for. But I'd say that is out of the question now. Other than that, though, they did sign a player by the name of Eric Haase. And Eric Haase is more of a, I don't even know, journeyman backup catcher, a little bit of outfield, been around for a long time. Started his minor league career in 2011. It's now 2025 or 2026 now. So he is, 33, just turned 33. So not old, but not young either. And big leagues last year, hit .229 with the Milwaukee Brewers in limited time. Spent a lot of time in AAA. Hit .203 in AAA. 2024 hit .273 with the Brewers. Not a lot of power. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a great baseball player, but for the standards of Major League Baseball, not a huge difference maker, not moving the needle a whole lot, although catcher is a position the Giants need to look at. That's something to talk about with Patrick Bailey as the main option right now. And the Giants might have to think about upgrading there. They did sign, who did they sign? They signed Daniel Susac, or they signed Daniel Susac on a Rule 5. And I like that signing. That's probably my favorite signing of the offseason. Daniel Susac could be a little wild card there, a prospect who could be really good. I'm hoping he breaks through. I hope he has a big season and that ends up maybe even, I'm not saying I love Patrick Bailey to have a great season and prove he can hit at the big league level, but if not, Daniel Susac. Oh, look what we got. We got someone. We need Bo. It's 1999 from Jason Corona. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. And yes, I just went to look at the comments. I don't see any comments other than that. Oh, there's one here. Justin Dean was barely a Giant. Wow, that was fast. I hate how they treat these guys like straight up Monopoly pieces or straight up like, it reminds me of like fantasy football. I do it with fantasy football. Guess what? Because I'm not really affecting anybody. I'm not actually cutting anyone or signing anyone. It's just a fake pretend fantasy football team. So I'll sign this quarterback, be like, yeah, you know what? I know, actually, let me go with this guy. Drop him, sign this guy, big deal. That's how they treat it, except it's real lives. These players, they sign them and they DFA them. They sign them and DFA them. It's crazy. But yeah, Justin Dean has been DFA'd before ever playing a game. He was with the Dodgers and playing the outfield in the World Series. Dave Roberts would not let him bat. It's kind of sad. There was a couple of chances they could have at least let him have a freaking at bat, but he didn't do it. And the Giants claimed him off waivers. I was like, okay, cool. Looking for some extra defense, some extra speed, and a decent bat. Let's go for it, dude. I mean, if worst case, he's on the 40-man down with the River Cats. I liked the move. I like it a lot. And they decided to get rid of him so they can make room for who? A pitcher, Tyler Mahle. They just got rid of Joey Weimer before that. Another outfielder. Ghost members of the roster that will never play a game. My pops used to call Matt Williams Moco Man. He always looked like he was wiping his nose at the plate. Oh, hey, there you go with the super chat. Yeah, I got the Matt Williams impression. Absolutely. What's going on, Eric? I thought I was watching a vid. Live. You know why you thought it was a vid? I've upped the internet. I had an internet company come out this morning, and I said, there was one of the newest one that I've been using. I've been struggling with this for freaking 10 years. I said, you're going to get freaking fast internet in here. I run a YouTube channel. Okay, and it's getting bad. I don't know how I still have subscribers. I go live and I'm like, hey, Giants are like, that's how I sound live because the internet's so bad. I said, you guys need to fix this. And they did. And I have super fast internet for the first time in the history of the channel. We'll see how, actually it's the second time because I had it for one day when this company first installed it and then it went away. So I'm like, I had it one day. We need to get it back. We need to get it back except for more than one day. Yep, picking up the Dodger table scraps and then we let it go. What's going on, AM Echo Sky? And I'm glad the stream is looking good. So Eric Haase is now, that's I think is a minor league deal. Yeah, it's a minor league deal. 1.6 million if he breaks camp and can opt out at the end of spring training if he's not on the MLB roster. My guess, Eric Haase never appears in a game with the San Francisco Giants. Because remember, he's a catcher. Patrick Bailey's going to get the majority of time. I think Daniel Susac, and then you have prospect Jesus Rodriguez. I don't think they're going to sign another catcher. I think they feel like this is enough depth right there. Do we still got Logan Porter? And I think this is enough depth right here because I think Susac is the big pick. I think Susac has a chance to finish the year on the roster. Kind of like, I can't remember his name. We had a catcher a couple years back, got on the Rule 5, and he stuck with the team the whole season. Blake what? Help me. Blake what? I can't remember his last name. Well, maybe that was his last name. Who am I thinking of? Stream is looking good. Boring off season. What else is new? And it's been a boring off season for other teams too. I got to look this up because I can't think of his last name. Blake Sable. Huge difference. Bailey really needs to prove he can hit, and then again, so does the whole team. And that's just it. Patrick Bailey has got to hit a little better, man. I mean, defense is fine. I love that he has great defense. He can win Gold Gloves, and that's really good. And he can frame, and he can do all that. That's important. But the most important thing to prevent runs is pitching. If you got good pitching, the other team's not scoring much. If you got bad pitching, the other team's scoring a lot. Pitching is what we need to focus on to prevent runs. Defense is fine. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not important, but the lineup needs to consist of dudes who can hit and produce runs. Runs are produced by guys who can hit. Runs are prevented from guys who can pitch, primarily. In other words, if you can't hit, I don't think I want you in the lineup. Just to put it straight up, I don't care how good you are defensively. I don't mind you to be a fourth outfielder or be a backup. But primary lineup, you need to hit. And I'm hoping Daniel Susac gets it done. Daniel Susac, look out. I like the pickup for the Giants here, and this is my favorite pickup of the offseason. He's been pretty consistent throughout his minor league career. In college with Arizona, he hit 366 in 2022. He's a pretty big prospect. He went to A-ball, hit 286. Double A hit 280. Triple A 275. 18 home runs. I mean, he's not going to win the MVP. Okay, but I think that he has a shot to be a really productive big leaguer. So I hope so. I could be totally wrong on that. Maybe I'm just tripping. Giants also lost longtime favorite Giant. What's his name? Wade Meckler. Offseason crash out incoming. Every year, magic is real. 100%. 150%. Wade Meckler has been picked up by the Angels, so he's gone. Just giving the quick update. We're going through everything here. What else? That's about it. But yeah, it's been a relatively slow offseason. People are acting like the Giants have this great lineup. Look at all of these players who are still out there on the free agent market. Look at all these top guys. The only top guy who's been signed, actually, I guess we could say three, I would say potential top 10 free agents have been signed. Dylan Cease, Pete Alonso, Kyle Schwarber. Okay, other than that, we have Cody Bellinger. I wouldn't mind going. I have never been a proponent of signing Cody Bellinger in the past. And I'm not really now, based on what I'm hearing, what he's asking for, the type of money he wants, like, no thanks. But if you can get him on a good deal, I mean, anything to make the team better at this point. Anything that could bring some production to the lineup. Kyle Tucker, of course. Giants should be number one in on Tucker, but they're not. Ranger Suarez, any pitcher. I mean, Giants have a lot of pitching now. We have like 12 starting pitchers, but if you can get a top dude, get a top dude. And I don't think that we did with Haase and Malley. Yeah, Logan Webb, Robbie Ray, Tyler Malley, Hauser, Roop, and then you got Birdsong, Whisenhunt, McDonald. It's okay. It's okay. There's some depth there, but Alex Bregman, obviously the Giants already have a third baseman and a shortstop. Harrison Bader, that's almost like, that's a possibility. That's a strong possibility. I can see going for Hader, going for second, third best. We don't go for the best. We don't go for the best. That's for the Dodgers. We go for the third best. Come on. Second best, Mets, Yankees. Third best, dude, we're all over it. Chris Bassett, Verlander's still out there. Nick Martinez, Real Muto's still out there. Possible catcher, Lucas Giolito, Patrick Corbin. I think I'll pass. Zach Littell, Mike Tauchman. So that's where it's at right now. A lot of these top guys unsigned. 7 months member. 7 months member. Wolf God, thank you so much. We'll end up having a pretty average season for him after the slow start. Just need him endeavors to be themselves. Justin Kane? Oh, Justin Verlander. I don't think Verlander's staying. I don't know where he's going. He's going to sign somewhere, I'm guessing. Unless teams are not showing interest. I did buy his house. You can see the article says baseball star Justin Verlander's Goochland home sold to mystery buyer. I decided to go ahead and grab it. The channel's been doing pretty well lately, and thought it'd be nice to have another house down in Hollywood just so I can go down there when I cover the Dodgers and stuff. So I went ahead and picked up this one just as a kind of a side house whenever I'm down in LA. So a place to crash for the night while I'm covering the Dodgers. Went in and bought his house. So just so you guys know. But yeah, not a whole lot of action. That's for dang sure. What is up in the comments? Verlander's the Aaron Rodgers of baseball. Never retires. And Aaron Rodgers is still playing. How old is Aaron Rodgers? Man, he's about the same age as 42. He's about the same age as Verlander. But the free agent market is really interesting. I mean, the Giants should be in on these dudes. And I don't know if they are. The question is, with these moves, letting go Justin Dean, letting go Wade Meckler, letting go Joey Weimer, who you just signed, letting all these outfielders go and DFAing them, does that mean they have some kind of alternate plan here that we don't know about? Are they got a whole bunch of money and they figure they're going to sign one of these big top free agents? And that's why they're signing these mid-tier pitchers and stuff like that? Is a big domino about the drop? Or are they just cheap and it's just going to be a boring offseason and we're pretty much going to run it back with the same team that finished 500? Like I said, the rotation is okay because of the depth. I like the depth. I like Landon Roop. Webb and Ray at the top is good. Wisenhunt's got a lot of potential. And then you get Hauser and why don't they ever what the heck? Yeah. Where's Malley? I don't know why Malley's not here. Maybe is he hurt or something? Not officially signed yet? Yeah, he's been signed. Anyway. Yeah, I would have thought Malley would have been listed here, but anyway. Then you got the bullpen. Bullpen's got some question marks. Randy Rodriguez is hurt. He's had surgery. He's not going to be back. Ryan Walker, you guys want Walker closing out games? I don't think so. Spencer Bivens is fine. Matt Gage, okay, nice guy. Tristan Beck has got some stuff. Jose Buteau, okay, that's the guy we got in compensation. You know, when we did that trade with the Mets, they gave us at least one active big leaguer in Buteau, and basically the Giants were selling at that point. Seymour, Pegueros, good stuff. Eric Miller, good lefty. I like Trevor McDonald. Sam Hinchis, the guy we signed earlier. Brubaker. Foley is hurt, but you know when he's healthy, could be good. I don't even know who this guy is. We must have picked him up at some point. Yeah. Other than that, we have Patrick Bailey. We're going to pick up. Haase. We're going to pick up some extra catching help with Daniel Susac. Okay. What about at first base? Devers, second base. Second base is a question mark. Casey Schmidt's cool. Koss is cool, but that could use an upgrade. Third base is set. Shortstop is set with Adames. Outfield, again, I think 2 of the 3 are set. If we say Jung Hoo Lee's, for sure. Ramos is basically established himself. He made an all-star team. Ramos has pretty much established himself. Encarnacion, great. Other than that, though, Drew Gilbert's the man? I'm not ready to say that. Grant McCray, speedster, but man, his bat at the big league level, a little bit lacking. And how did I not mention Bryce Eldridge, of course? Bryce Eldridge is going to have a shot to be our first baseman. He should be listed right here. I don't know why he's not listed at first base, but it is what it is. Devers is the DH, so, and then Encarnacion. Okay. I see an upgrade or two. Goochland? Really? No, I didn't really. It's a joke. What about Smith? Dom Smith is up for grabs. Yep, Dom Smith. Wade and Flores still open. Just spoke to Wade. Oh, you know Wade. Can you get him to sign my poster for me? Because check this out. Wade, let make this up big so you can see it. Big, not gone. Wade is on the poster. I need him to sign right here. Okay, you can see all these other guys have signed it. Okay, we need Wade. Matter of fact, I'll be at FanFest next week. I shaved baby face today, by the way. I'll be at FanFest next week to get Casey Schmidt. Say hi if you see me. Wolf, let me know. I'll pay you and I'll pay Wade a large sum of cash. I'll just get with Jason Corona and he'll hook it up and we'll get it done. I'm just joking, Jason. I appreciate your support though. Yeah, John Brevy with the shave. He was starting to itch a little bit. I was sick. I was so sick, man. I'm still sick. I've been sick for a month. I went away for a couple days and then came right back. I thought I was over it. I've just been very ill. I don't know. I think I got COVID 26. How long have we been live for? 21 minutes? So, yeah, I mean, I love this team. I really do. And I'm glad that they make some effort. I'm glad we're not the Rockies. I'm glad we're not the Pirates. It's a team that you can root for, guys that you like. But they're just not quite there, right? And that's why the Giants have not been in the playoffs. And they've only made the playoffs one time in what? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If they don't make the playoffs this year, that will be one playoff, not one championship, not one pennant, not one NLDS. It will be one NLDS, but not even an NLDS championship, just an NLDS appearance. One playoff appearance in 10 freaking years if they don't make the playoffs this year. If they don't make the
playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Hey, you know what? I just need an address. If I got an address, I'm almost scared to mail this to anybody. I'm afraid to mail this because I might not get it back. But if Lamont confirms that he'll sign it and send it back, that's different. Like, I don't want to just send it blindly, just hoping. But if someone confirms, like, yeah, I'll sign that for you, then I'll send it because it's been confirmed. Member for 41 months. This thing on. M. Nagel is here. I was wondering where you were. Where is Brebbia? Brebbia, he went to the White Sox and then he went somewhere else and he just got signed. I thought Rockies. I thought I heard he just got signed by the Rockies. When you sign with the Rockies, your career is basically over. No, that I feel bad just saying that. When you sign with the Rockies, it's essentially a wrap. Yeah, your career is done. If you sign with the Rockies, it's over. Put the poster back up. Yeah, I'm going to be taking this poster to FanFest next week in San Jose, and Casey Schmidt's going to be there, and he will hopefully sign this for me. And then at the next FanFest, who's going to be there? Someone else who hadn't signed it. Landon Roop will be there. Landon Roop. And then at the next FanFest is Logan Webb, but he's already signed it. So I probably won't go to that one. Logan Webb's already signed it. It's an absolute miracle. Oh! What were we talking about again? Oh, yes! Estrada. Yeah, look. Rockies, gentlemen, that's unacceptable. That's Colorado Rockies for you. The Colorado Rockies are an embarrassment. They're an embarrassment. Even AI agrees. Colorado Rockies. Many fans and analysts feel the Colorado Rockies are an embarrassment due to historically poor performance in recent seasons. 119 losses in 2025, a struggle to develop or attract talent, questionable front office decisions, and a lack of significant playoff success, making them one of the worst franchises despite playing in a hitter-friendly Coors Field. Consistent losing, poor player development, front office issues, no World Series, Coors Field hangover, the thin air. And that's just an excuse, but if anything, the thin air, both teams play at the same ballpark. So it shouldn't matter. If you think if the Dodgers go play in Colorado, they're going to suck? No, they'll probably win even more games. The Summo's going to hit 80 home runs if they played at Coors Field. Holy Moses. Man, I'm just glad. I'm thankful I'm not the Rockies. I try to be thankful. I try to keep it real, and I appreciate the Giants. I appreciate this franchise. I've been a fan for a long time, and this is the thing about the Giants. They have stretches when they're good and stretches when they're bad. In the mid-'80s, they sucked. In '84, they sucked. '87, they were good. '89, they were in the World Series. Early '90s, they sucked. Grab Barry Bonds, they were good again. In the mid-'90s, late '90s, they were awesome. Early 2000s in the World Series. Late 2000s, they sucked. 2010, they're in the freaking World Series, winning the World Series. 2012 championship, 2014 championship, and then 2017, they sucked. And we basically sucked ever since. It's time for another winning streak. This is the longest suckage streak in the history of the franchise. Oh, yeah, you wanted me to get a picture with Tony Vitello. This is the chance, I tell you that much. If I don't get it here, I ain't getting it at all. Unfortunately, I shaved. My beard will be back a little bit by then, but yeah, I'll get a picture with Tony Vitello, and you can add the beard with AI. But I will try to get unless he doesn't. I can't force it, but I'll try to get a picture with Tony Vitello. Look, man, everything is riding on Bryce Eldridge this year. He's got to play. He's got to show up and be the man. Maybe not the man. I mean, that's a lot to ask when you already have freaking guys. When you have not Casey Smith, but Rafael Devers and Willie Adames and stuff like that. So, but he's got to have a big year. He's got to be in Rookie of the Year conversations for sure. And he's going to be there too at FanFest. But he's already signed the poster. But I'll get him to sign a baseball card. But he'll be there. And I don't know. The Giants is they're just like, we look pretty good. I think it'll be good enough. We got a chance. That's their attitude. Dodgers say we are stacked, but we should get more stacked. We should not assume anything. Add more. Where are we weak? Where are we even semi-weak? Let's add. Let's sign someone. Let's trade for someone. Let's get better there. If the Dodgers front office had this roster, they would say, okay, catcher unacceptable. We need to improve. Let's go get a catcher. Okay? They may let one position or two positions slide with a prospect or something they want to give it a shot to. But, right field, they'd say, this ain't going to cut it. We need to upgrade. We need another outfielder. Even Jung-Hoo Lee might not cut it. Jung-Hoo Lee might be a fourth outfielder for them. Or Elliot Ramos would be a fourth outfielder for them. That's just the reality of what we're dealing with. You and Tony have the same facial structure, poor guy, and hair color and beard color. Crazy coincidence? Nah, it's destiny. A's got beat to the neighborhoods. They can't use Sacramento, Las Vegas A's. I heard about that. I don't get that. I don't know nothing about copyright, but I don't know anything about trademark. I mean, very little. But how in the are the Athletics that they've gone by for 120 years? How did they get denied that name? Is there no grandfather clause? Is there no look, a case to be made that this is our name for 120 years? So we're not we're just, does the situation not matter? I can understand if they were never a team and they were like, we want to be called the Athletics, and they're like, oh, that's a little too generic. You can't call yourself the Athletics. But since they've already been the Athletics for 120 years at the biggest stage as a Major League Baseball team with a bunch of World Series, I would think that that would qualify as being okay. But I don't know what the freak I'm talking about. So there could be a silver lining, and maybe Oakland can keep the name Athletics in case they get a team at some point in the future, which I doubt. All due respect, I don't know if Oakland will ever get a team, but maybe they can keep the name in case they do get a team someday and they bring the Athletics back. But Las Vegas is probably going to be a different name, which is going to be weird to have no longer the Athletics. Someone bought the naming rights. Someone bought the naming rights. Okay, well, I don't know. Like I said, I need to look into that story. I was kind of shocked at that. Favorite number is 22. I was thinking to get a Vitello, something for Vitello to sign too. He's got some like cards on like eBay, like I think they're like more like fan-made cards. Maybe not. Maybe these are real cards. Some baseball cards like this here. Tony Vitello right here. That would look sick signed. Look at all that white. Make it pop. Christian Moore. Christian Moore is bomb. Blake Burke. Dylan Dreiling. There he's there too. Oh, that's a nice. So he can sign that card too. That's a nice little set right there. Or on the Giants. Look at that one. Tony Vitello on the Giants. Am I still live or did I actually disconnect myself? Nobody's saying anything. All right, I'm out. I'm starting to not feel well. This was a good stream, though. We got over everything. And at the end of the day, my final analysis, I see, I think that they can, I think that the Giants, and I say this last year too, like, you know, every season different. You don't know what luck you're going to have. You don't know who's going to get hurt. You don't know what's going to happen. I do think that if things go right, the Giants could be above 500. Could be above 500. I don't see them winning the division. I thought he was hurt. I thought he had surgery. Yeah, he underwent Tommy John surgery. Right? He's not going to be back. He'll probably miss the entire season. 2027, Wolfman. It's on like Donkey Kong in 2027. But what can you do? What can you do? Nothing you can do. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing.
What can you do? I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can't do anything. There's nothing. We can't do. We couldn't throw. We throwing interceptions. Just, man.
I want to thank all you for supporting. We got to start jumping up the channel. I think with the new internet, things are going to start to pick up here. Channel's been kind of dying, but we're going to pick it up hard this year with the new internet. And I'm going to be trying again to shift from this platform, StreamYard, over to OBS, where I have my own control over what's on the screen and have more control and more interactive stuff. So I'm hopeful for that to happen next year. It seems like every season I try it, and 3 or 4 games in, I give up because my internet can't handle the workload. But this year, we're going to do it. I think it's going to actually work. Oh, he started rehab. Very nice. I don't know, a 22 Tennessee, like a game worn? Oh, gosh, who knows? $500 plus. Some Tennessee fan would buy it. Actually, there are some Volunteers jerseys on eBay, but they're not game worn. $80. And it is Vitello. Pretty cool looking. Look at that. Vitello, dude, 22. I'm going to buy it. Dirtbags hit 100K. Oh, shit. Are you serious? That video was not monetized. So I had to do a appeal, and I just won my appeal, all that money is going to come to me later. All that revenue will come to me, but it won't be till later. I have mixed reactions about Tony Vitello since the Giants hired him. Vitello never had any MLB experience as manager or coaching position, but we give him a first chance when the season begins. You're absolutely right to have mixed reactions, and it's all going to, if the Giants lose, if the Giants struggle, people are going to say Vitello's lack of experience is why. Or some people will say that, but you know, and whoever our new hitting coach is going to be, who is our new coaches? I don't know these guys. I never heard of half of these guys, and the ones that I do know are way past their prime. Most of these guys never had a prime. Who are the coaches for 2026? Jace Tingler, I only know him because he was a manager of the White Sox. I mean, the Padres one year. I do know Ron Washington. That's kind of the compromise. Like, let's hire Ron Washington to offset the fact that this guy has no managerial experience. How's Ron Washington? Yeah, Ron Washington's got lots of managerial experience. Director of Performance, Quentin Tarantino as direction of what's going on here. Oh, Quentin Eberhardt. You know, Umatsu's coming back. Do we have a hitting coach? Do we have a hitting coach? Hunter Mincy? Hunter Mintz? Hunter Mintz. Hunter Mintz. How do you say his name? I've never heard of him. He looks like Tony Vitello in 10 years. What's going on around here? What are we now? The Tennessee Volunteers? I've never been to Tennessee. And we got more Tennessee Volunteers than the Tennessee Volunteers. Sell the team. Giants owners do not care about winning. All they care about is real estate. Man. So 2026, we're essentially a college team. We're going to have cheerleaders and everything. Do you see resemblance with yourself and Vitello? Vaguely, man. I mean, he's definitely more handsome than I am. Let's just keep it all the way 100. Yeah, when I got the beard, vaguely, a little bit. He looks younger than I am. How old is he? I think he's younger than I am. No, he's older than I am. He's 47. Fire Buster, and he's doing a lousy job. Already, we're going to fire Buster Posey. It's going to be a big year, everyone. I can't wait. We're here for an Orange Friday. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. This year is going to be big. We're coming hard. I cannot wait. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Card of the day. It came to the league. Wyatt Langford. It came to the league. Wyatt Langford's going to have a monster season in 2026. Be ready for that. 2025 was just a warm-up. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Another failed season. It's what it is, and that's all it is. Yeah, Wolf, appreciate you, man. Hit up with Wade. I don't know, man. Let's let him, or find out. You know, if he signs with a team, you know, I can go get it at the game. But I don't know what's going on with Wade. Is he going to sign with someone? Is he got any interest anywhere? He had a tough season. Really tough season for Lamont Wade Jr. I feel terrible, man. That was a tough one. I hope he can continue his career somewhere. Other than that, everyone have a wonderful day. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. but I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Jeff Passan has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves